Oh yeah, now. Hello everyone this fine evening. So sadly, uh, typically I used to play, or at least I wanted to finish the Wolfenstein The New Colossus. Sadly, it turns out this game is kinda getting pummeled when it gets uploaded as a VOD or whatever. So I kinda gave up that idea. I mean, all that, World War II memorabilia in this game and references and language might have given that out. I finished it though off stream, and I have to say the game is pretty good. The story and the lore, like I said, is is getting way sillier. But yeah, I thought that, just to keep myself in the loop, I might do a shorter stream today, but a stream nonetheless. Mostly trying to play Blizzard, maybe World of Warcraft. I thought it would be interesting to see how it will do the updating thing, whether it will handle that or not. But yeah, let's go back to the Linux screen. I think half of the screen will suffice. And first we will begin with the upgrade. We will see what upgrades we will get. So Discord, Dolphin, and Firefox upgrade all please. Thankfully it's not OBS. But that's only half of the upgrades we need to do. Because let's go to console. Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I haven't fired up this system in a week or so. So let's just upgrade everything and then we'll proceed to Battle.net and Blizzard app. Oh no, there are new NVIDIA drivers, which means I should restart the system, but I'll spare myself of that, at least for now, because that would mean I'd have to end the stream. Yep, now it's compiling all of the NVIDIA things. I mean, I haven't really checked, but I would assume that that compiling thing is limited to 1 or 2 cores, because I think in this 24 core system it would be done almost instantly. But I do understand it's not as simple as that. Okay. It seems that system is up to date. So let's try and fire up the Blizzard app. I do also have to say, okay, so it has started the upgrade. Yeah, nice. Okay, I do have to say that playing World of Warcraft on stream is kind of relaxing. I can really get into the mood and, read the quests aloud and stuff. But I also am really wondering about the stability of the game on Linux. And how long we will have that lucky streak of everything. I want to say just working, but working in general. Animations, hi! It's you again, friend. Okay, everything is updated. Let's try and play the game. Shit, it entered the full screen, but not the full screen I wanted it to enter. No, just windowed, please. And then... Oh yeah, it should be as smart as that. No! Why does it... What happens? I want it windowed and... Let's say full HD. Okay. Okay, am I just... Do I have to just do it like that? It might be so. So yesterday I upgraded from the 6.12.31 Gentoo kernel to 6.16.2. Portage is really nice, you can figure it out more. So actually I did have a bit of a think about upgrades and specifically kernel upgrades, and I started wondering, does a typical user actually need the kernel upgrades? Like, unless it's purely security fixes, like, do people even need that? Like, I do understand that sometimes it's you know, the kernel upgrade can be just as important as drivers upgrade, because it does include that hardware, that layer that works with hardware, right? So basically some drivers basically require certain kernel version. It's not like in Windows that you can pretty much, I would like to say, independently install the driver. But all in all, do you really need that in Linux? By the way, it seems like we have some sort of a cartoon shader, and that's something that's not supposed to be happening. I would blame anti-aliasing. And my guess was correct. The anti-aliasing was broken. I mean, it is broken. 160 FPS, but I do think that it is jumping around that number. So it's not really a stable FPS. I'll try to limit that. Vertical sync, I'm not sure how much is my vertical sync. It may be 144. Spell density, everything. Okay, let's try and play like that. I do, like, I think so, like, it feels like it's stuttering, but we'll see. Let's give it a go. Like, by the way, is the portage in kernel like a way to package software? Is this what I think it is? But like, because the name sounds familiar. You can boot Linux with EFI stup and no intramfs. There's a built-in command line feature here where I can set the command line to something like root. Yeah, but you need built-in drivers. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the thing that BTRFS uses. I mean, it doesn't necessarily use it in a widespread sense, but I really like the feature. I know I'm jumping around, but you mentioned the, you know, command line parameters. You can pretty much change the command line parameters and boot into different rootfs snapshots of BTRFS, and I found that really interesting, but I think it's not... I don't really want to say widely adopted. I want to say it's not adopted to the point where it's simple and easy to use. mean, I don't really want to, I would like to try Gento once, just for fun. Not maybe as my, not really with the intention of switching to the system in the end. It's just to see how that works. I think I have a pretty good understanding of what I would want in my system, just as I do with Arch. But, you know, just the experience of trying to get it running, I think it would be very interesting. I have tried recording the ArchLinux for Gaming tutorial, and I kinda tried to cheat my way to make the recording easier. I have tried to basically record the first half of the installation process, basically the CLI part, using a VM, just so I could have, you know, YouTube on my second monitor playing while I'm doing the installation process. But turned out that my initial approach of doing the tutorials on a physical hardware with, you know, an actual real hardware is the proper one, because when I tried to do everything in a VM, I didn't even manage to boot back into the system, and that was mostly due to how the UEFI implementations are basically wild and not necessarily standardized at all. I'm not 100% sure if this isn't the fault of the UEFI standard as being not enough strictly defined. But yeah, to be honest, I couldn't even really boot into the system, which was a bit irritating. I do think I have to troubleshoot that a bit more. I have a faint idea why that might have happened. Oh yeah, let's give you the full view. I do have an idea why that might have happened, but still. Okay, what even is my quest here? I am kinda like lost when it comes to lore in this expansion, and especially in this patch. Even though I do have a collector's edition, physical one. Seven out of 8 stolen barrier projector. I think those were the things that were lying around. No, I think, yeah, I see it. It's the last one. In other interesting news, I have started to dabble more with Prometheus and Node Exporter to gather metric data from the infrastructure I'm working with. I swear compiling a web browser in Gentoo is literal torture. It pulls an LLVM and Clang and CLang, which are very large. You will stare at the screen for 3 hours. Yes. I don't know what to tell you. That is one of the, you know, arguments I would say against Gentoo. You know, the browsers are such a large projects. It's gotten up to a point where compiling a Chromium browser is basically a benchmark in it of itself, just as sometimes, you know, compiling the Linux kernel is used as a CPU benchmark, right? Or a system benchmark or whatever. It's the same with browsers, basically. Excellent. With these projectors, we can once again secure our homeland. Anyway, you have my thanks for your assistance. My pleasure. With browsers, it's one thing. You know, they are especially irritating because they change and update a lot, right? So you are pretty much doomed to compile them if you would want to stay on the safe, secure, or you know, the latest patch or whatever, like once a day or once every second day. But I do remember this story of my friend who was using Gentoo at the time. You know, he was hopping Linux distributions and then he was in for Gentoo for a bit. And this one time we told him, we said he had to open some, you know, Word document with LibreOffice. And I remember him saying, guys, just give me 3 hours, I just need to recompile Libre. He did not open the document that day. I mean, modern browsers, it's also no wonder that they do a really long time, like takes such a long time to compile. They are, you know, doing pretty much large subsets of tasks that an operating system would do, like sandboxing on a very advanced level, you know, security stuff, JavaScript compiler, or basically, and maybe not compiler, interpreter, you know, graphical rendering. It's really a lot of stuff. It's no wonder that, you know, I'm not sure how many lines of code Chromium is at now. You know, it would be interesting. Why is this really blurry, or is it just me? No, it is really blurry. Is this an effect or a Linux artifact, I wonder? Anyway, they are basically pretty much small operating systems in a sense. And I really am wondering how many lines of code Chromium has especially compared to Linux kernel. I am pretty sure that Linux kernel lines of code go into millions, like single millions, I think. But browsers may be not that far off behind. I'm about to compile a browser right now. It makes me stare at the screen for 3 hours. It's a free dopamine rush when it's done. I mean, would you be more satisfied if we have achieved fully reproducible builds? Like, you know, like fully reproducible compiling process, where you could basically just download a binary and then, you know, in order to make sure it's that, just compare the hash. Would that make you satisfied? Would that make you say, I don't need to compile this on my own, I trust the process now? I think reproducible builds, it's like the technical term for that. Because typically achieving a reproducible build down to the hash of the executable, it's not necessarily that simple when you have a lot of macros in code, or precompiler, I think it's called, you know, where many things may include like a hard-coded date. Then it's not so easy to, you know, produce a repeatable build of a certain version of code. You have sealed the artifact. Excellent. The remaining creature should dissipate in time. You have handled the danger with remarkable skill. As promised, here are your rewards. I love it when I replace my epics with green shit. Okay, that's for next. So this is crit verse and this is haste mastery. I think for paladin always haste mastery was better. You know, I love to torture myself with compiling packages. IceCat doesn't support LLVM slot 20, which is why it's gonna take a while. how many cores do you have? Like, are you running this with JMax?
What has gone wrong now?
All the problems are solved, at least all the problems that were on my ledger that I was responsible for.
These aren't accidents. This is sabotage. The Shadow Guard are already in Tazavesh.
Did they change the
This must be stopped.
Locus Walker voice actor? Oh, sorry, let me just take a quick sip. Oh my, by the way, excuse me. Hi buddy, how are you? Can you see my chat? Yes, I can. Sorry. I do have this messy setup a bit. But yes, I can see both Twitch and YouTube. Let me maybe just do a quick little fix here. Why I can't? Why I cannot make a new window? Oh, now I can. Perfect. Shailas, yes. Yes, I can see you. Sorry for being such a slow guy. It's 4-core, 4 threads, it's a Dell PC, so of course it's gonna take like 3 hours. You're lucky it's a PC. If that were a laptop, you would probably thermal throttle within like 10 seconds. And that would take 6 hours. Thanks for asking, no problem. For how long have you been playing WoW? Let's do a quick, played. Total time played 202 days. Oh, I thought it was a significantly larger time, but this character, I think I have been playing WoW ever since Wrath of the Lich King, but I was a wee lad back then and I didn't know what expansions were, so I was basically playing Battle Chest. That's 2015? 2011, yes. I think I first started like officially on retail in 2011, somewhere around that. I mean, I'm not necessarily a seasoned player. I mostly started playing seriously during the Warlords of Draenor. Illyria Archeron, have you sensed it? The void lingers in all of us. Whoever is pulling the strings is cloaked in shadow, hiding from us. Come, let's seek them out and drag them into the light before they strike. Investigate the void presence and locate the culprits behind the many troubles in Tazavesh.
Survival is our up. Do you sense that, Illyria?
Yes, a void presence.
Get to safety.
Do you play any other games? Yes, I play many other games. Maybe not necessarily always on stream, but I am an avid gamer. I love Japanese RPGs like Persona. I play PlayStation 5. I love Metal Gear Solid and other Kojima games.
Void presence is fresh. It hasn't faded at all.
I've also recently played like Wolfenstein, also on stream.
Don't assume victory.
Oh, that will be Stay a While and Listen. By the way, I love to play WoW. Yep. It is a really good game that has had its problems, but overall, it's fine. I did have my issues with playing WoW. That was mostly to the poor raids I was part of. I really enjoy your streams. Thank you. That's very nice to hear. I know that Zalatath must be behind this threat. My long hunt for her draws to a close. Stay a while and listen.
Omen called you a rabble sorcerer. What did they mean?
During the first war against Dimensius, we Koreshi warred against each other as much as we fought against the Void. I was part of the Ravel, a group of technomancers, cartel leaders, and great thinkers. We focused on unorthodox solutions to the Dimensius problem.
Who warred against you?
King
Are you a part-time streamer or full-time streamer? I'm definitely part-time.
thought to save the world,
I do have a full-time job.
doomed it.
This is something I do 100% for fun.
That the king had given an oath to the All-Devouring.
So his hunt in Outland for Dimensius was just a ruse?
A ploy. He radicalized those in the Ethereum, seeking out the fragments of Dimensius for later conscription. The death of Salhadar did not end the ascendancy of the Shadow Guard, as many in the Consortium had hoped.
How can we win this fight?
We must find a way to bring a fighting force to the Shadow Guard's Mana Forge. We must prevent the All-Devouring's return. If Dimensius should emerge fully formed, I know of nothing on this world capable of stopping him.
Okay. I'm going to assume that IceCat compiling the actual IceCat package no depths will take 20 to 30 minutes. Like, what even is... Sorry, but IceCat. Is this like a... like a browser fork? GNU IceCat, formerly known as Iceweasel. Oh, yeah, okay. Is it... yeah, it's Firefox based. How's your streaming goals? It's fine. I mean, I am dual streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, mostly because I was interested in how to do that. So I just stream about Linux and stuff, and IT in general. So what you're seeing here is the result of my progress, of my, works on gaming on Linux. So I basically, well, a lot of my streams involve that. We'll see how that goes. I mostly do YouTube content, to be honest. Where are you from? I'm from Poland. I'm Polish.
Champion, can you see it? Follow the trail.
The faint presence of the void trails off into the city. The stink flies away. A big black smoke of stinky poop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice, I'm from UK. Nice. I've been to UK last year, to London mainly, because I do have relatives living near that, and I absolutely loved it. I have a soft spot for the UK in my Polish heart.
I'll drive them into the open. You must deal with them.
By the way, animations, you could also try, like, cross-compiling if you have access to some other hefty hardware. If you have access to that. Well, I have a suggestion for you. I sure do hope you will not try to sell me anything, because I am not necessarily buying.
Sense more movement in the shadows. Get ready.
This fight really feels like they are trying to teach me some boss mechanics. That FPS really feels not like 144, it really feels terrible.
Let us return to Omen and see what more we can.
Just make a schedule on your stream, just put it on your Twitch channel and grow your followers and viewers. Yeah, about that. The times I stream are highly irregular. Sometimes I even stream from work. I work in a supercomputing data center and I have the privilege of being able to stream sometimes.
No bad news, please.
By the way, I'm a part of Discord community of streamers where they support each other. Wanna join? I can send you the link. No, thanks. I'm not really interested. The Shadow Guard. Of course these void adult fools are behind this. I should have known. Verse Mastery or crit and Haste?
Relentless, the all-devouring. His return grows ever closer.
They called him the Doomslayer.
They raid our energy to feed their master. Champion, Windrunner, we have a city to save.
I basically want to play web-based games so we can get a web browser in order to get that. That's interesting. If I can ask what kind of games, and secondly, wouldn't Chrome be better for that? Like some Chromium-based browser, because I think when it comes to games, WebGL, stuff like that, I think that Chrome is better supported. I mean, lots of stuff just works on Firefox anyway, but still, I think you might have a smoother experience. Also, I'm not 100% sure what's the situation with hardware decoding, but now that I think about it, it's mostly video. Those barrier projectors were recovered. We need them now. Place them at key points to reinforce the city shield and block more portals from forming. Move swiftly, Archeron. This may be our only chance to stop the Shadow Guard from flooding in.
We do, their leader. Where could they be hiding? I fixed the barrier projectors. Set them up. Hurry.
Archeron, these people may not be my own, but we cannot stand by while the Shadow Guard cuts them down. You and I, we can make a difference. We need to get out of there, rescue the civilians and bring them to safety. The city may be in chaos, but we still be the shield they need. Rescue 8 Tazvesh civilians.
Tell me that you have solved the problem.
No, no, no. No, no, no. The Shadow Guard are ransacking the city and our defenses are crumbling. We even invested in new security golems after the city was last breached, but we haven't had time to activate them. What do you mean? What do you mean the last time the city was breached? Wait, I have an idea. The Shadow Guard, some of them must have looted entropy cores that we can use to activate the golems. Please, you must take them down and retrieve the cores. We need to get these golems online to protect our investments. I mean our city.
I am very busy.
I just wanted to verify something. I must stop chatting for a bit to do stuff and to occupy me while I wait for IceCat to compile. Sure, man. Do report back if you can. How long did it take to compile? I am genuinely curious. I really could use people doing like sometimes maybe clips from the streams. Though on the other hand, I am not necessarily doing a lot of clip-worthy content. Last time I tried to clip myself, it turns out that I'm talking so slowly or my tangents are being so lengthy that I cannot fit everything in a 1-minute segment. They look pretty cool, I have to say. Whoops. Yeah, my gear sucks, so my ass can be possibly kicked a significant bit. Yeah, by the way, I haven't checked current season. Yeah, I have completely like... Oh, because that's a current season. I wanted to check... Oh, Gallowix. Chrome King. What are the sets of armor? Where was that? Oh, campsites. Sets. Okay, that looks cool. Okay. Like, normal is pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure I will not touch raiding other than Raid Finder. I want to say ever again, but... Oh, Visions Revisited. I do feel that armor sets in WoW are really uninspired. Really? I don't have that? But I was logged in during that anniversary. Yeah, I have to, like, to be honest, I haven't really played WoW much past these 2 expansions, which is sad because those expansions are actually not that bad compared to what we had before. Like, for me, one of the best expansions ever was Legion. Like, it's the one expansion I'm genuinely sad that I don't really remember whether I did not have any money or I just didn't know that you can buy a physical collector's edition. Because if I could have an collector's edition of a single expansion, I would like that one to be from Legion, just because that expansion really has had some weight to it. Oh no, I don't think the Blood Elf's racial is dispelling the Absorb Shield. Remove one beneficial effect from all enemies. So maybe it removed other beneficial effect. Maybe... Yeah, never mind. It's too dirty of a joke for a stream.
There's much left to do. Stay alert. Know your target.
The entropy cores we collected will be crucial in our defense. Use the entropy cores to activate the Market Guardian scattered around the city. Once reactivated, these golems will join our fight and help us push back the invaders. Time is of the essence, Archaron. The fate of Tazavesh rests in your hands.
We must get the Guardians working again. Tazavesh depends
New
on
bling.
for their survival.
Okay, how does this weapon even look like? Oh, I am obviously going in the very, very wrong direction.
These constructs will defend the city. Without soldiers, Tazavesh will never defeat the Shadow God. Danger lurks. Know your target.
I also remember how excited I was for the new crafting system in WoW, and now that they've introduced it in Dragonflight, I can't get myself into any form of crafting. Like, previously it was bad, but I don't really know what's the stance of community on that, but personally, as a
This must be Zalatath.
right now filthy casual, I just don't know what to do with it.
Did in Dalaran.
This must be Zalatath. Yeah, it probably is. It's Zalatath and her sexy feet. Oh no.
Hurry, find shelter. We won't let them harm you.
I'm out of room.
Oh no, he almost omaełamo Shindeirumi. What other beneficial effect am I absorbing, if even I am absorbing any? If their barrier isn't disappearing.
Run. We'll cover your escape.
What is my latency? 23 milliseconds. Like it feels like it's more. I guess I do need to twiddle around with the settings a bit more because it feels like something is introducing a bit of a lag. Maybe just the input lag? Hmm. There was something about lag input in those settings, but I don't necessarily remember because they did change a lot of options. Oh. Oh my. It clearly says that something is disabled on wine. Oh shit. NV API is disabled on wine. Or maybe it does not know that it's actually running on Proton. That's really interesting. To be honest, I myself am not 100% sure. What am I running this on? I'm pretty sure it's Proton, like Proton Beta.
I believe the Shadow God worked for Zalatath, despite the Goblin's rumors.
Yeah, sorry, Illyria, I skipped a patch. What do you mean by goblin rumors?
The Shadow God have grown stronger since I last fought them.
We are running on 122 FPS, possibly 144, and I can clearly feel the heat coming out from my PC. Thankfully, it's getting a bit colder these days when it comes to weather, so it's not necessarily as bad as it was, I think, on the previous stream, when it was really like hot overall, and then PC added some of its own temperature to the room. These past few days have been pretty cold, so the heat is a bit of, you know, it's actually appreciated.
Run! We'll cover your escape.
I need a target.
Damn, it's been many years and I still love this mask. If I could have this mask in real life. You know, I think I would wear it on every stream. I would wear it on every single stream. Oh, excuse me for yawing. Like I said, this will be a bit shorter stream today. So maybe let's give it another 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. I do think it's important to also, you know, not only show people how to install Linux and ArchLinux, it's to also play it in order to make sure it's stable. Actually use it. Show people that you are using it. Excellent, that will go a long way towards securing the city. Because, you know, many tutorials basically just show you how to install Linux and then you're left with, okay, what's next? And to be honest, you know, if you don't really have an idea what to do with it, it's not like any YouTube video will give you that idea. If basically it means that you really had no need to actually use Linux. But if you are determined and you actually know what you're doing, then hey, why not?
No, we'll keep the Shadow Guard at bay.
Yeah, us too. We'll keep the whole Shadow Guard at bay. This city really has that vibe of that night elf. No, sorry, not really night elf. Of that elf city in Suramar. It just has that vibe.
Flee to safety. We'll take care of this.
I also do realize that I have to work more on my stream miniatures, especially for YouTube. Like, I have noticed that a good mini can basically, like, make or kill your stream. And I think it also has to do with how YouTube is then pushing and promoting your stream. Because on Twitch, I understand. If you are a new creator on Twitch, you're pretty much dead. Unless you will explode on, I don't know, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts, or TikTok. Like, or maybe you're playing some very, very niche category and you are just basically a top 1% player, right? But if you are just a streamer that is simply starting out, then it's just not happening. YouTube at least tries to push your stream and advertise it as a mini with other videos.
Maybe Lucas Walker is right. Zalatan isn't behind this. She's somewhere scheming.
Good, we made a difference here. Did she just give me a same sword? Okay, same sword with different stats.
I have many, many wares. Good fortune to our friends.
Oh yeah, it turns out that I didn't even wear the stuff I was awarded, so I was running with shitty gear.
Many deals for a
Oh, typical me.
pay your feet.
Oh, that's mail.
I have many lucky things.
Yes, into the trash it goes. Hey, wait, wand, but I don't have any mage in my warband, so... Yeet? So many trash.
Many farewell.
There's so many of those little things to place. Oh, I think I started talking about it, but I got interrupted by something. Basically, I'm starting to delve deeper into Prometheus. And I know I am at least 2 years or maybe even more late to the party. But I am really taking my time migrating from some really old legacy systems. And as for now, I really like it, but I can see that, you know, just throwing Prometheus and Node Exporter at things will bite me in the ass. Mostly because Prometheus really can use up a lot of storage space compared to Moonin. But it's just so much better to use and browse and, you know, basically make use of the data compared to Moonin. And if you know what Moonin is, congratulations, you have been in the business probably even longer than I have. Okay, where's that last one? Because I think I am running in circles now. Where is it? Where is the last one? Maybe more in the center? Also, I was really surprised that Prometheus Node Exporter even has its own package for Debian. Which was sure hell of convenient for me. I will take it. It may not be the latest and greatest version, but still. There is this weird after effect. Like a second, yeah, like a 3D image. Can you see that? Very, very weird artifact. Like, I know that we are on Linux. Like, I think it's mostly seen when I'm moving left and right. So, maybe let's do this. Yeah, load latency, it says it's not enabled on Wine. And maybe let's disable triple buffering. Okay. Still here. What else can it be? It's not ray tracing because we have that disabled. Variable rate shading. VRS is a GPU hardware feature that reduces the GPU overclock without significantly reducing the quality. Enabling this feature is only supported on hardware, may improve FPS. Tutejszy, siemaneczko, cześć! Graphics API, DirectX 12, obviously. What? What the What's happening here? Come on. It must mean that either Wine or Proton are doing some shenanigans, I would say. Oh, you know what? We could actually really use the Mango HUD, but I don't think this is allowed, and I would really like not to be banned this account is almost 10 or 2011, 14 years old. Jakby co mówię też po polsku, tylko ogólnie staram się po angielsku. Okay, where is that very one last spot? For the love of me, I just cannot seem to find it. Like, it's not here, we've been here. It's not here. Like, they are relatively close to one another. Maybe here? No, it's outside of the quest area. Right? I think... I mean, it seems like we are missing one here, but no. Well then, where is it? Is it somewhere on the like on a rooftop? And now once again I am outside of the quest area. No. Here it is present. Jesus, where it is? Where is it? Oh shit, yeah, I completely forgot about the mechanic of properly flying the mounts. No, they've dismounted me. By the way, do you think that Blizzard will collaborate with Labubu in order to create some game-specific Labubus for World of Warcraft? I have to say I love some internet gossip like that and some dumb internet bullshit. It's sometimes just like, interesting to get your head busy with some sort of dumb bullshit like that. By the way, that, like, all of the things that have happened today remind me that something is broken with the stream overlay that should basically, you know, display a notification whenever anybody's, like, you know, following or subscribing or stuff like that. I am that serious. I just cannot, for the love of me, find this one last barrier projector. Like, it seems like it's time for me to just go out, you know, behind the barn and just get shot in the head. I'm just too old. Too old, too slow. I need to be put down. Like, am I not thinking outside of the box enough? Like, where is a gap in between two of those large enough? I would say here, maybe? I mean, man, that's just sad that I cannot, for the love of me, just find this one last missing piece. And here we have done a full circle. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is not a glitch. You know what? I really need to. WoW. I really need to check WoW head. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I need to place 8. Yeah. If you are having trouble finding the barriers, the one that is hard to find is out on the landing dock. that will be the flight plans. You can mount up and fly over, makes it easier to buzz around. I'm not sure I have any add-ons. Yeah, I don't have any add-on that would support that. Where is that? 5832. So it's not even like marked on this map, but okay. 39, 46, so it's on the right. And somewhere near the bottom. So like somewhere around here. That's a very good question now that I think about it. Can I actually install add-ons on the Linux when I play like World of Warcraft on Linux? One, two, three, four. No, that map is cursed. Okay, they said that they are all in the streets. That really feels like the old time, you know, method of solving quests in WoW. Where you basically had to read and look and read. And then connect the dots and stuff like that. They say far north, but I can't believe that we are still in the old days of WoW when that field indicator meant very little. Yeah, exactly. Nothing here. My good man, I really think I should just try, log on back to Windows and really double check if this isn't some sort of graphical glitch. Because at this point, I am ready to believe everything. have to say, not being able to finish a story quest really feels sad. And that really makes me feel really, really old. Like, really? It's nowhere here even? Maybe it is like somewhere on the fringe. Is out on the landing dock. That will be the flight plans. I mean, does he mean this? Like, the wording he's using is very, very weird.
Let us exchange words.
Like, my guy, what the hell do you mean? Let's do slash reload. But I highly doubt this will do anything. It's on the landing dock. That will be the flight plans. This is the dock to the northeast. Northeast. This is not a landing dock. Oh, shit. Well, wow.
Don't assume victory.
Well done. The shield around the city looks stronger already. That should buy us some time.
Know your target.
We've stabilized most of the city and saved as many as we could, but our job isn't over. Locust Walker must still be out there, looking for the enemy commander. We've already searched over most of the city, so he must be in the one place we have not yet looked. Come on, Archeron, meet me at Mises Oasis.
Stay. Let's find Locust.
He's grabbing a drink.
He was looking for the Shadow God leader.
These brokers' containment suits are breached. This will take a while to mend.
I think that this glitch might be related to vertical sync. Yes, I think it was. It might have been the free sync. Interesting. The commander of the Shadow Guard, Shadow Lord Al-Zar, has assaulted this shelter of the trust. I am preoccupied with assisting these injured brokers. I dare not leave, or their soul's energy will pour out. I must depend on you, Archaron. Venture forth and eliminate Shadow Lord Al-Zar. His demise will cripple the Shadow Guard's assault on Tazavesh. The fate of the city rests on your shoulders.
Walker and I will safeguard the injured. You handle the invasion, Commander.
Obviously. Whoops. Oh. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay, how do I enter there? Is it actually in here? Okay.
We will feed this city to the all-devouring.
Okay, so now that I have disabled the vertical sync, I am getting like 300 FPS. And my PC has basically turned into a heater. So, just to be sane. Yes, please. 120 will be enough. Just no vertical sync, because that seems to be introducing problems. Okay, where is that guy? Oh, somebody has killed him, so we need to wait a bit for him to respawn. Goddamn, the Twitch. Like the Twitch preview when I'm streaming is very weird because it really likes to... I mean, cutting off the video is one thing, I don't care about that. But it does say that it's trying to connect to the chat, and I am a bit worried that I might miss some messages. Oh, he is back. Shadow Lord Alzar. Yes, obviously. Though, interestingly, because I did read one book from the World of Warcraft, you know, universe, and that was Illidan. And they portray the void as basically being opposite of light and not necessarily evil. Like the void sees lights, like the light as a flame that burns it. Without the leader, the Shadow Guard's assault on Tazavesh is crippled. For that you have my gratitude. He pauses for a weighty moment. However, do not let this victory lull you into a false sense of security. There are darker forces at play, far more dangerous than the Shadow Guard. To resist them, we will need every advantage we can get, even those we would normally not consider.
The Shadow Guard would have won if not for your allies. morning. It's time we were introduced. But Illyria, we've already met.
You. No! We need her!
I see you haven't changed at all. You have joined forces with her. Have you lost your mind?
We are desperate. If Dimensius is revived, then all worlds will be devoured.
You broke my dark heart, Illyria. Without it, I cannot prevent Dimensius's return. At least, not on my own. This is
Oh my
madness.
gosh.
We cannot trust her.
I love it.
I'm not asking you to trust her. I'm asking you to trust me.
Are they going to make like a legion of cool WoW villains? Like, what was her name? Oh my. I mean, I know this, you know, all of that I'm getting excited might be, you know, old news to many. With Ajara, Zalatach, and Sylvanas.
Our fight continues.
You know what I think, Archeron? Please understand that even the worst enemies sometimes must work together to defeat an even greater villain. Evil. Basically, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I can't say that I like it, but there is no other way. If anyone knows how to defeat Dimensius and remove his threat from the world, it's her. Please trust me, I know what is at stake.
Survival is our utmost priority.
God damn, I did not expect that.
Does not define me.
Well, hello there.
Dimensius must be stopped.
Okay, the Dimensius threatens us once more. There is no one who knows his methods better than his former harbinger, Zalatath. What has changed that she's no longer in cahoots with Dimensius? I would not say we can trust her, but we can work with her. She fears the all-devouring wrath after her betrayal. Oh, okay. We can't afford to turn away any potential ally. Think how many we will save from the Void Lord's hunger. Get your bearings in this city. The four of us safe together. I will convince Illyria.
I could never ally with that monster.
Windrunner, Dimensius stirs. You must trust me. We have no better options.
Okay, I will do this, and after that we are finishing the stream.
I cannot believe you would partner with her. She's trying to kill me. We've all tried to kill each other. Focus on the Void Lord, who will devour us all if he emerges.
You have every reason to hate her. For now, we need to work together.
Dimensius was smashed into as many shards as Koresh. But you've allowed the Shadow Guard to piece him back together. I should just end her! Why are you protecting her, Locust Walker?
It pains me to admit, but if we are to get you and the champion anywhere near Dimensius, then we need her expertise.
That means if you kill me, then you destroy Azeroth. That would be my next stop if I were a Void Lord.
I am not asking you to trust
Everybody's next stop is basically Azeroth in this universe.
Set aside your hunt, Windrunner. You will see why this is necessary.
Sharp as a blade, aren't you?
Why are you surprised to see me here, my champion? I can recognize raw power when I see it, and I have had my gaze on you for some time. I am pleased that we are in a position where we need each other. You won't get to dimensions without me, and I cannot satiate satiate my hatred of the Void Lord without you. I will let you on a little secret as well. I am in no shape to do this on my own. After all, you helped Allyria foil my plans in Khazalgar. I need allies to do this, as do you.
We will survive.
And on that note, my dear viewers, we will end this stream today. The Linux gods were smiling upon us today. I am surprised how pretty stable this is. This whole Blizzard and World of Warcraft thing on Linux. I hope this keeps up. We will see on the next stream. Well, having said that, thank you all for being here today. Thank you all for chatting. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!